So we're going to do the major scale positions again. We're at the 5th degree position this time. So remember we had the chromatic scale. From the chromatic scale we had a major scale formula to extract the notes that we want. The first note in that formula is referred to as a tonic, and it'll tell us the name of the key that we're in. So our scale, we ended up with the F major scale, and we made it as far as the 4th degree. So let me just go through the positions again. So the first one was called the tonic position or 1st degree position. The second one was called, you got it, 2nd degree position. Then it was the 3rd degree position. And now we're at the 4th degree position. That was our last one. And now we're at the 5th degree position. And as you can see, it starts on C, because C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 notes away. So it's the 5th degree position. So it's important to know where the tonics are in this position. We have to analyze it just to make sure we know what we're doing. So C was the 5th note, so we're starting on the 5th degree. 6, 7, tonic. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, tonic. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th degree. So the tonics are right here. Okay, and they're important because when we shift this shape around, right, wherever those tonics land are going to give us the name of that major scale. And because they land on the F, right, those were the tonics that we had. Because they landed there, we're going to be in the key of F. All right, so fingering. 1, 2, 4. This is sort of a stretchy one. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. A lot of guys don't like this fingering position, and but what I'm going to suggest to you is just go ahead and practice it a few times, get underneath your hands, because it's actually a pretty cool position once you get to know it. And especially when you go and play the 3-note per string versions of these fingering positions, this one really lends itself well. Okay, so let's do some playing examples so you can see what it sounds like. Now, just like each of the other positions, they have a chord that corresponds to that degree that it's based upon. So if we go back here, we know that C is landing on it's the 5th degree. And the fifth degree of the major scale always has, just like all the other degrees, they have a naturally occurring chord on it. And this one happens to be the what's called the seventh chord, or the dominant seventh chord. And we'll get into that naming scheme in another video later on to explain all that stuff. But for now, for just, again, generic overview, know that fifth degree, it's gonna be the seventh chord, or dominant seventh chord. So let's spell this out: C, B flat, E, and G. Again, G is not really part of the position, but that's where the shape sort of falls. Okay. Now let's bar it so it stands out a little bit more. These are all played together. Let's do an analysis of it. So we start off with root, because that is the root. The R denotates the name of the chord, right? So because it's a C, it's going to be called C something, right? In this case, it's going to be called C7. The next note, B flat, is a flat seventh. And then the E is actually a third, the 3 of the chord. And the G is the 5th. All right, that's the formula for the chord. The fingering, C, B, and G can all be played with the first finger. You can bar it, and you can use a second finger there to play that note there, the E. And then there's also this fingering too. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's the other fingering that you can use. I'm pretty sure 1, 2, 3, 3, and 4. Yeah, it's a little bit more difficult to grab, but people have been known to use it too. You can go either way. Both are used in certain circumstances, I guess. But fundamentally, if you really want to do it the easy way, you would bar that and play that with your second note. This F note right here, you just don't play. Like these strings would be plucked, and that would be muted. Yeah. So let's take a look at the playing example, and we'll see how it goes.